What's up, everybody? Happy Wednesday. Hope all you're having a great day so far today. Let me tell y'all something. I'm going to try to be very brief with this review because I have been feeling like total shit all day today. Um, I think I'm coming down with a cold or whatever, and it's my own fault because recently I've been around some people that's been like sick and coughing and stuff like that. So it's been my own fault, and I knew it was going to come back and bite me in the ass being around people that's getting sick and stuff like that. I knew it was gonna come back, and today was that day of reckoning. I knew it. It started last night, and once I felt it last night, I said, "Here we freaking go." Because being sick is, like having to be in bed, and I mean, it's just feeling congested. Like it's uncomfortable to even sleep like that. Like I have to pull out my humidifier, all of that. Because if I don't get my humidifier or something, or pop some like halls or whatever, it's gonna be a miserable night. that's a miserable night of sleep if you ain't got no humidifier and your nose is stuffy and stuff. Horrible. Um, but getting into this episode of GH, I am so happy that everybody at Deception was putting Miss Haven in her place. Morgan Fairchild is gorgeous, by the way. That woman, just every time I see Morgan Fairchild, she just personifies class. You know what I mean? Like every time you see her, she just looks scrumptious. Lucy and everybody, of course, Maxie, Sasha, everybody was looking good too. But Morgan Fairchild got that fine wine. You know, like as she ages, she just gets more, refined and stuff like that, and I love it. But yeah, so I'm glad everybody was putting Haven on notice. Like, they were not playing with her. Because y'all remember what happened the last time they was at her show. And she and the producers and stuff was pulling shenanigans on Sasha and whatnot. Cody had to put her in her place. So I'm glad that, they came back. And they was like, listen, we not dealing with this bullshit today. They even brought Scott with them. Like, even Scott and Lucy was letting her know, like, listen, we are not playing with you. One little mishap, one little screw up, we will sue. I ain't mad at it because they was like, listen, we not gonna have a repeat of last time. And of course, Miss Haven didn't want to take no accountability for it. Oh, that was our last producer. He was fired for it. Ma'am, you was messy too. Stop playing. Stop trying to act like your ass wasn't messy because you was messy. And I'm glad, Sasha put her on notice too. Sasha was like, listen, if I even get a hint of BS from you, even a small little hint, I'm walking off the stage. I don't give a damn if we live on air or not. I'm out. I ain't mad at it. I love that Sasha came in there confident. She's smiling. She's ready to get back to business. I'm going to say I was surprised, but I wasn't surprised that Cody was the new male face of Deception. I was kind of shocked by it. But based off of that last photo shoot he did, I had a feeling that he was going to do some more work with Deception, but I didn't think that it was going to be a full-fledged, oh, you're the new male, male spokesperson for Deception. I was like, that's a hell of a promotion from cleaning horse shit at the Quartermain Stables. That's a huge leg up in the world. I said, go ahead. I still would keep that job, though. I'm just saying, ain't nothing wrong with having a little extra coin, I would keep both. But I was happy for Cody. I said, look at him moving up in the world. And he get to work with his boo. I said, that's what the fuck I'm talking about. So anyway, I loved it. You know what I mean? Like, Sasha nailed the segment. Her and Cody did a wonderful job. And I'm glad that Sasha finally admitted that she got feelings for Cody. I'm glad she finally admitted. I'm glad that he overheard the conversation. What irritated me a little bit, because she talking about, oh, we can't work together. Trying to tell Maxie that they can't work together because she got feelings for him. I'm like, so? It works for a lot of other couples. Look at Mark Consuelos and Kelly Ripa. They've been working together for years. That's what led to the marriage, them working together. You know what I'm saying? If y'all know the whole All My Children story, then you know how that happened. But I'm like, shit, she better learn how to separate business and personal. Listen, when we got business to tend to, we ain't together right now. You know what I'm saying? We on the clock. All that lovey-dovey stuff kind of got to take a back seat because we on the clock. We working. We working or whatever. But once we off this clock, we back lovey-dovey again. You know what I'm saying? You got to know how to balance the two. You got to learn how to balance both. It's a balancing act. You got to learn how to do both. Business first, pleasure. You know what I'm saying? When we on the clock, we on the clock. Um, of course, Haven didn't want Cody on the set or whatever like that, but I'm glad Maxie put her in her place and was like, listen, the Deceptor is the biggest seller. Okay? So we got leverage. So you're gonna do what the hell we want you to do. And if we want Cody on the set, he's gonna be on set. And I'm glad Haven was put in her place by everybody. And she realized that she ain't got no room to sit there and haggle and negotiate and tell them what they're not gonna do. At the end of the day, the Deceptor is selling out and it's big for your show. You know what I'm saying? It's big for your career too. So you ain't got no choice but to roll with what we want happening. You know what I mean? I'm glad that they did that. That's boss moves right there. So anyway, moving on from that. I always love when Diane and Alexis get together and have their little sit downs and chats and whatnot. I will say I'm happy that Diane understands that Robert is a loyal person. You know what I'm saying? He's always going to be there for people that he value and that he love and that he consider family. You know, that's him, you know, and I'm glad that she's not the type to try to give him an ultimatum like, oh, it's either Holly and Anna or me. That's not going to bode well. You know what I mean? Like, we see what's going on with Spencer and Trina, so that ain't going to bode too well. So you don't want to go down that rabbit hole. But I'm glad that she not, you know. But I'm also glad that Diane is a person who knows her value. You know what I'm saying? Like, she knows her worth. My thing is, I think that she just needs to forget about the whole past ex stuff or whatever. Him and Anna, ain't nothing ever going to happen between them again. I'm saying it. I don't think anything's ever going to happen romantically between Robert and Anna ever in this lifetime again. They're just friends. I think they're very good friends. They had their day. They have a child. You know, they share a daughter. They share grandchildren. That's it. They're very good friends. And that's who Robert is. If his friends are in trouble, his loved ones are in trouble, he's going to be by their side. Diane can't get mad every time something happens and he has to run to Anna's side or whatever to comfort her and be there for her. I wish that we would see that on screen right now. You know, because we haven't really seen Robert with Anna since the shooting and stuff like that happened. So I would love to see them together and him talking to her and stuff like that. Get some of those scenes. But Diane has to understand something. These are people that he's known for well over, 3 decades. Like, he's known these people 40 plus years. 30 to 40 years he's known these people. That's never going to change. His love and loyalty for them is never going to waver. It's not going to go anywhere. So she has to find how she fits in. You know what I'm saying? As long as he's not putting Anna or Holly or anybody above her every single time that they got plans or something, then I don't see the problem. I don't see what the problem is. As long as he's not doing that, as long as he's not neglecting her. You know what I'm saying? She shouldn't have anything to complain about. But I am glad that she's trying to be more understanding of it. Instead of whining about it every 5 seconds, because she has to have some understanding for it. I understand that it grates on her nerves sometimes, but that's who he is. He's there for his people. So anyway, moving on from that, I'm happy that Molly and Christina are talking again and that they found that peace amongst each other and they're putting things behind them for now. It was surprising though, not really, but yes, that Molly was like, "Listen, I'm thinking about leaving the DA office." I said, "Oh shit." I'm not mad at that. Some people do that. They when they have babies or start to plan a family, they want to scale back their workload. I can't blame her for that. Because when you have kids, time goes by just like that. It goes by fast. And the kids grow up quick and you blink, you missed it. You know what I'm saying? So, of course, you want to be there for those pivotal moments. So, I'm not mad at her for wanting to scale back the work. You know what I mean? I kind of felt bad, because I know that call from TJ is not an easy call to be had. To find out that the surrogate miscarried. I still don't trust Andrea. I don't trust her. I don't trust her at all. Because for one, I would be questioning her little story. Like, she done went to Mercy Hospital and stuff like that. Okay. You went to Mercy Hospital, you miscarried. If I was TJ, I would have been on the phone calling the doctors at Mercy. I want proof that she miscarried. You know what I'm saying? I wouldn't trust her. Maybe she like one of them little crazies or something that want to keep the child for herself and use it later to her advantage. I wouldn't trust that nut. And then talking about, oh, I don't want to keep doing this. I don't want to keep trying. I don't want to try again. Ma'am, whatever we paid you so far, you need to reimburse. Oh my god, it hurt to laugh like that, I swear. Nah, but I mean, I get it. They want to pay for the time that she did put in and stuff like that. I get it, but I don't want to try again. I'm like, yeah, okay. I would be checking with those doctors at Mercy though if I was TJ. Like, I really would be calling, trying to figure this thing out. Like, did she really miscarry? What happened? You know what I'm saying? Like, I would be asking an abundance of questions, because she always seemed shifty to me. Like, she wasn't solid. You know what I'm saying? Like, she was ticky ticky boom. I don't know, I could be wrong, but she just gave me those vibes like she was a weirdo. You know? I really wish Molly and TJ would look into adoption though. I mean, is it that big of a deal to have a child that's biologically related to you? Like, is that really a deal breaker? Like, is that really a strong... I mean, for some people it is. I'm not going to say it's not. For some it is. But it's like, I would look into adoption. There's plenty of kids out there in the system that need a home. You know what I'm saying? Like, I would look into it if I were them. Because now that this miscarriage thing happened, I'm really hoping that they're not going to try to go back to the whole Christina being a surrogate thing. I really hope not, because I don't want to see that. I do not want to see Christina being their surrogate. In a way, I don't. But I do feel like we might get some good drama from it, though. Because I can see the potential of the drama with it, especially if her, if Christina and TJ begin to bond and stuff over her being pregnant and whatever, and Molly starts to feel left out. Then you have the other twist to it, like how is that going to affect her and Blaze's upcoming little situation? You know what I'm saying? So I think there's a lot of good potential drama there. Especially, Sam and Alexis are going to have to be in the middle of it, of course. So it's going to be a hot mess. I wish that TJ didn't have to be, have to tell Portia first about the miscarriage. I mean, I get that she the first person that he bumped into or whatever. I wish that he would have, if he couldn't tell Molly first at that moment, I wish that he would have called his mother first and at least told Jordan. But I know that phone call with Molly is not going to be an easy call to make. So anyway, moving on from that. I enjoyed the Marshall and Curtis scenes about meditation and stuff, them bonding over meditating and whatnot. I never knew Marshall was a meditation kind of person. I said, okay. Meditation is really a fun, relaxing thing to do if you really get focused and really get into it. Because I haven't done meditation like as much as I should have. I've dabbled in it, but I want to take it more serious, like doing it every day maybe. Right now, it's more like every 3 days I do it or whatever. So I kind of want to get into the habit of doing it every day. It's actually very wonderful for your peace of mind. I'm not even going to lie to you. Like, meditation, it does wonders for you. It really does. Like, meditation, just sitting there, just being focused, it really does help you. So I was totally into their conversation today because I'm like, okay, that's a very relatable topic. It really does help you. So I'm glad that Curtis and Marshall could, relate to each other more and bond more, especially over that, because who would have ever thought that they would bond over something like that? But I was happy that they had a father-son moment. I said, go ahead. And you could tell, though, when Portia came home and stuff and was telling Curtis how she had a bad day and stuff, because she got bad news or whatever, you could tell it's not even just the TJ stuff that got to her. I think it was the pending lawsuit against the hospital and stuff like that. I think all these things in one day pretty much kind of got her reflecting to see, like, how lucky she is with her daughter and the family that she got and all that. So, I totally get her on that. Like, when you get bad news and stuff like that, it kind of does make you sit down and reflect. So moving on from that, when will Austin learn that Cyrus is never going to be done with him? Like, Austin keeps having this in his mind that I said I was going to do a short video today, and it's like 14 minutes so far, so it ain't that short, because I was thinking more like 9-10 minutes today, but I said, well, I went over, whatever. Take me some NyQuil and call it a night after I finish this. But, yeah, Austin needs to learn. Cyrus is never going to be done with him. Like, he has this notion where he thinks that he could keep doing things for Cyrus, and he feels like the debt is paid. Your debt is not paid until Cyrus tells you the debt is paid. And obviously he's going to keep using you and using you and using you and using you till he can't use you no more. You know, so now Austin he's in a worse position now because Mason could flip on him at any given time if Cyrus gives the word. So he has no choice now. Now more than ever to do what the hell Cyrus wants him to do. He basically got to be obedient and be a good boy. You know, like, you know, you got to pat him on the head. Sit, boy, sit. You know what I'm saying? Attack. You know, he ain't got no choice. You're in a pickle. So he did it to himself because if he had some good sense, A, you would have turned Cyrus ass in and got you a cushy deal. B, you would find a way to take Cyrus ass out because that's the only way you're really going to be free, in my opinion, is if you take Cyrus out. You have no choice. Otherwise, you're always going to be in this mess with him until Sonny or somebody take his ass out. So Cyrus, you know, Austin could whine and complain all he want. Oh, I want out. I want out. Not gonna happen, sir. Not gonna happen. But anyway, that was pretty much the whole episode. Hit the comment section. Let me know what you all thought, and I will see you all later. Have a great night. Peace.